Years ago, my husband and I had several race horses, and one of them was called Little Oz, and he was a little horse. He wasn't real tall, so he wasn't real fast. Well, Little Oz became my pet, and I had a lady who wanted to adopt him who I really loved. She was a wonderful person, so I said, please, I said, Diane, if ever you can't keep Little Oz, please, please let me have him back. So 10 years later, she called me and she'd had an accident. And she said, Sonia, I can't keep him. Can you please take him back? And I'm thinking, oh, I love this little horse. So I take him back. And then I had these volunteers who fell in love with him, Edie and Bruce. And Edie was just fascinated by Little Oz. And she kept going back and forth whether to adopt him or not over, I don't know, maybe a 6-month period. And finally, they decided to adopt. I had 2 or 3 people who were interested in him, and she called me one day and she says, he's mine, don't let him go anywhere.
My name is Bruce Fisher. My wife and I, Edie and I, both started volunteering here at Diamonds in the Rough, I would say 3.5 years ago. My wife ended up adopting Little Oz from the rescue. He's turned out to be a valuable member of our family. I adopted Lincoln. Lincoln is a quarter horse thoroughbred, actually he's a Morgan thoroughbred mix. Prior to him coming into the rescue, he flipped a trailer over on top of himself and cracked his head open. And then when he came into the rescue, he ran through a camper, bounced off a tree, ripped his hip open, had a lot of issues. Was deemed a dangerous horse. But him and I have come to a realization that I'm in charge and he's going to listen to me, so we're doing good now. I have a 3-part role at Diamonds in the Rough. I am a volunteer, I am a boarder, and I also am an employee of the company that runs Diamonds in the Rough. So I am the ranch hand for the whole ranch here. I take care of all the maintenance of equipment and fences and anything that needs to be fixed. Diamonds in the Rough, when I first come here, we had 60 to 80 volunteers, and we had a lot of people moving around the rescue until we finally realized that safety was becoming an issue, and they have come with a program that would help people learn how to be around horses and not get hurt. So once we did that, we had a lot of people that didn't want to be involved in that because it was too much of a work, but it brought the quality of the volunteer up to a better level, and we haven't had so many problems since then. Diamonds has exceeded quite the distance in the last 3 years, and the requirements for horses to come in have changed, but it gives us more time to work with the horses that really need it. When I talk about Diamonds to people, I tell them that Diamonds, if you can do anything, just come out and love on them. We're open from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. You do have to be a certain level to take a horse out and handle it, but usually if you come out prior to wanting to do something and talk with somebody that has already gone through the levels, they'll work with you and help you understand why we do go through a level training so nobody gets hurt. But there's a lot for everybody to do, and we need a lot of people out here to help.
And that's how I came to really get to know Bruce and Edie. It's been a wonderful experience. And in the meantime, they've adopted a second horse through the program. So they've been wonderful volunteers, great storytellers for our haunted barn. And Bruce helps me on the farm. He's our farm hand out here, and he keeps this place going.
One thing I know that everybody needs to know is we do our haunted barn. Haunted barn I'm big in because I basically put it together. I started about 3 months prior to the haunted barn, and I started putting pallets in and covering stuff, and then a couple other volunteers come in and help wrap it and make it scary. So come on out and visit us. October, it's Friday and Saturday nights in October. It'll scare you.